Hey everyone, this is Nova Hot, aka Nova Heroes of the Storm, bringing you the gameplay on this alpha stage game brought to you by Blizzard Entertainment. This of course is my first video of what I hope to be many more, and I know there's a lot more work to be done, so bear with me as I try to bring you the best content. Now a little backstory, I've never played League of Legends, or LOL as they call it, and I play this game for fun, and it's actually really fun. The reason I go by Nova is whenever I do play as Nova, believe it or not, people think it's an actual bot, which I get a kick out of, and of course it's to confuse the enemy team into not taking me serious, but then again, even a Nova bot is still a force to be reckoned with. This of course is not Nova, in fact it's Raynor. I decided to upload a Raynor video first to point out how good this hero is. I was really impressed by the way this hero is put together. Using the spec that I'm currently using, and I'll show you here in a bit, but most of the specs that I use on Assassin Hero, they tend to be rapid kill specs, which in turn drains all my mana, but that's the only downside to going the route that I'm going to. As you can see, I've gone with Give Me More, Adrenaline Rush, increase healing by 50%, in this map in the Dragonshire map. And the reason I go this one because I find that any in this specific category is not that great, and it increases the chance of survivability in certain maps and in certain situations actually. As you can see, the shrines. If you never really played this map in specific, it's actually a really fun map. The objective of it. Oh, there goes that guy. The objective of this map, of course, is to control both shrines that you can see are activated in the mini-map. And if you control the bottom map, as you can see which team holds control by, which bar fills up first. And in turn, if you control both shrines, the middle shrine activates. Poor Raynor there on their team dies. And dies as well. So by controlling both shrines, the middle shrine activates, as you can see here. The enemy team controls the middle shrine. Or actually we do. Sorry, I'm a little confused. So we control the middle shrine. And this is something that you don't do as a Dragon Knight. You go with the minions. What you do is you attack the base. Of course, hopefully your team shows up to support you, and you attack the base. Now with the Raynor build that I've decided to go is Give Me More, and now is Quick Fingers. This is a trait for Raynor. Reduces the cooldown of lead from the front, meaning that every single time you kill an enemy team or a minion, it reduces the cooldown of most of your abilities, which is great because if you kill enemy heroes, you gain actually a lot of cooldown. It's actually pretty good. If you kill enough, you can pretty much spam your ultimate at least twice in a group fight if you kill them all correctly, or kill them all. People tend to divert to assassins because they have of their low health. But the entire enemy team is not here, which is why they're having a really hard time keeping up with us. This actually is the bane of random games. People going solo when there's an actual team fight here going. It's not something that you should be doing. So, there's this going on. He just doesn't realize that this whole team needs him. At least be set up right here in order to stop the advancement, Illidan is AFK down here. Our tanks actually get some health here. So let's take a look at the talents here. Let's see, there Raynor decided to go with Seasoned Marksman, which is not that great. I've actually tried every single one of these, and I found that the spec that I currently am is more for survivability and doing the most damage in the least amount of time. Keep in mind, I am actually still tweaking them, so I could be having some, you know, I would change them up every once in a while, trying to, you know, still test them out to see what works better. Let's see. The Raynor, this is me. I go with Adrenaline Rush, Quick Fingers, doubles the cooldown. So if, let's say, killing a minion reduces my cooldown for my abilities by 1 second, if it doubles the cooldown, it goes down by 2 seconds. So it's actually really good if you're an aggressive Raynor. There's actually many specs that you can go as Raynor. You can actually, you know, opt to just go for siege damage, which, you know, if you're missing siege damage DPS, then you go with it. I mean, you can. Although I don't see why an assassin would go siege damage. I just see the point. But if your team desperately needs it, I don't see why not. But seeing as we have a tank in our team, that would be our siege damage, and that would be something that we'd much rather just. Well, I'd much rather just go with. I'm not sure why he didn't run away. Of course, we control the Dragonshire again. We're at level 10 now, which we have ultimates enabled, and I've opted to go for Raynor's Raiders. Some called Banshees that follow you for a short time and attack what you attack. Each Banshee attacks 2 volleys at 38 damage each. That's actually really good for, as you can see, I summoned them there. And they do, you know, together I guess they add 80 damage to my actual initial DPS. And of course they're killable, which, you know, they kind of have low health. But people tend to ignore them, I'm not really quite sure why. Now this is the trait, this is what's good about, you know, having that trait enabled whenever, because screw that roll, right? And see, their Raynor decided to go with Hyperion, which I find the Hyperion to be more of a siege damage ultimate, and kind of keep him away. But to do as concentrated DPS, I don't, you know, I'm gonna have to disagree, because I mean it just doesn't. You can just easily get out the way. Here's our siege damage going at it. Which, you know, if you have a siege damage person on your team, why not go with Raynor's Raiders? I mean, it doesn't make sense to go Hyperion. Unless, you know, you're in a party and you really want to push, you know, those tend to be. Other than that, I don't see the reason why you should. So we're 4v2 or 3v2. Now it's, as you can see here, I summoned my Raynor Raider again, and it wasn't even that long ago. Let's see. I should be, as you can see, my Raynor's Raiders cooldown is 100 seconds, but because I'm killing so fast, I already have it down to 11 seconds, and I'm getting ready to summon them again. Of course, this is a random match. This is a random. This isn't ranked. They haven't really put that in the game yet, but I'm actually kind of excited for it, for whenever it does come in, because that seems to be a very fun way. And I've actually found myself in a game where a bunch of new players are at, and they seem to be doing okay, but most of the time. So, as you can see, it went from down 90 seconds to 74 seconds. I think it's a really good build. So my build so far for this guy is a heavy ammo as well. Penetrating rounds have increased knockback distance, doing 100 damage to structures. I went with that because nothing else in that tree really provides an additional boost except for this. And might as well, whenever I'm at the gate, to just go ahead and do some damage to the, you know, to help my team assisting and pushing. So I get ready for the shrine here. Giant Killer, of course, to do an additional damage. they have 4 forts left, and they only have 5 kills. So having this specific build here will give you some decent and moderate amount of damage. And the extra contribution, you know, whenever you have that, it doesn't really do a whole lot, unless you're just farming minions. Bloodlust is pretty cool. In a group fight scenario, it would greatly assist your teammates. So, I really like Hammer here. She's been on point the entire time. Whenever the team isn't really... I find that Hammer really does the best whenever it's assisted by a healer. But usually whenever a team is distracted somewhere, and you have the advantage, of course you can go solo. This game is actually all about group fights, and doing them perfectly. In order to survive. But if you decide to go solo most of the time when your team is being attacked, that's when your team starts to deteriorate and not actually do a good job. Camps are actually pretty good when done correctly. What am I doing? I'm getting a team. So this is how you get a mercenary camp.
Unleash the dragon's wrath.
And there you go. That's how you get a mercenary camp. I just really decided to go for the second mercenary camp, mainly because we're waiting for the shrines to activate. It's a good time to kind of, you know, they serve as, you know, distractions, or they can serve as, you know, lane pushing if you have nothing else to do but prepare for the shrines. I'm looking over on my map, and I see whenever I was playing that nobody was near the shrines except for bottom, which we already had, but they have no clue she was there. So there I go and get the top shrine that nobody was getting at that moment. Poor bot. So this person just raged.
Blue team has been dominated.
Blue team has been dominated. So there I go, just minding my own business. So you get the most EXP by destroying the main yikes. You get the most EXP by knocking down the most towers. As you can see, they have 2 towers left. This one and this one here. As for we have 1, 2, 3. We have all 6 of our towers up. So right now I'm in the Dragon Knight, so I decided to go ahead and just knock the remaining towers down. Not only does that increase our level, it also increases, you know, our chance of winning, I guess. Although at this point we don't really need it, because we actually are winning, and this is pretty much a complete and total domination of the entire team. I went with Hell's Angels because at this point, having stealth banshees the entire time is, you know, very annoying for the person being chased down. They just can't shoot it down unless, you know, you aim towards that one spot. And if I'm not mistaken, even though you do some AoE, it will stay hidden no matter what. And we take the match. So thanks a lot for watching the video, guys. I'm actually learning a little bit more about live commentary. Feel free to leave me some of your you know, suggestions or ideas in the comments section of this video. If I did a good job, tell me. If I did a bad job, tell me. You know, I'm not really used to doing some live casts like this, just straight unedited. um, yeah, so I mean, if you have any ideas, just let me know. I want to do this a little bit more often. I'm gonna be uploading at least 2 videos a day for a while. See how that goes. Hopefully everything goes well, and you know, if people really like it, then I'm gonna keep doing a whole lot more. I'm gonna be doing random, you know, heroes at first, and then just go straight into, you know, a specific week where I'm playing a specific hero and trying to master that hero up to the point of getting the master skin. Um, yeah, I mean, having a master skin doesn't mean that you're the best, but you know, you've played a hero long enough to kind of realize, like, hey, you know, I kind of know what I'm doing, and get this into the more professional. I really want to get to a place where, you know, I'm doing this professionally, but let's see how that goes first. And I'm gonna kind of focus on bringing you the best content that I can, with the best plays, including me, of course. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Have a great day. Thanks.